I got Vimeo and Cash App and PayPal, and I set up my Patreon, but it's kind of complicating. It's stupid. I'm better off just holding my address up and saying, "Come on, send me $10, you dummies." But because it doesn't take that much for me to live, it, but it didn't take that much for me to get pummeled, and I'm in the middle of experiencing completely. Um, I would love to share with some people my story, and if I can figure out this Patreon thing, which it like Kimcast, I haven't heard from him or her. I don't know if it's a woman or a man. I think it's a woman. Um, was trying to tell me how that I could charge like as much as I want for videos that I take like very serious because they're close to my heart. They could be autobiography or talking about my personal, very, very personal, most immediate situation, which I'm experiencing the strangest fucking thing. If you want to talk about like the Neptune opposing my Venus, and see, I'm not somebody who doesn't value human relationships. You've heard my narcissism videos here, and I go in general most of the time because that's the way that character that's the way they are. They are very very predictable. They are the same, but see they behave the same generally, but it happens. It's occurring in all walks of life. Sorry, I'm going through a very, very rough emotional time, and it has to do with my financing. And I've blocked, not necessarily blocked myself out. There's something going on that see if I'm anywhere in the world where the world and that scene would condense and show its face in all of its glory, which is, "Hi, Satan," you know, literally causing spiritual possession. So, pardon me, I'm checking out my cats. Literally causing spiritual possession. And this is one of the things that is something to look into because it's awful. you know, um, it's so interesting because I think the people that are falling apart right now, they might have, see, they are there's the rich and the poor, right? And it's the rich people. They don't know. It's like, you don't have anything unless you learn what love is and how to relate with each other. You have access to the universe if you learn how to relate with each other, and you have a relationship, or say you just learn pure relating, really. Take your ships out of it and find land and start working something here, like of the truth. Come on now. And I've been talking for the last 300 videos, and bits and pieces. It's not something that I'm like that I have a stigma, like I'm sick or something. No, this is something that nobody wants to talk about, but I dare talk about it. See, and that's one of the things I'm going to dare to try to do with my Patreon. If I can figure out how to put it in my description box, if anybody knows what I do next, because I just got like Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and Patreon. And Patreon seems interesting, but like YouTube, it's not the same on iPhone than it is on my computer here. On the computer, I can get into the bigger forum where I start just setting up my page more personally. But anyway, really hard time that all of humanity is going through right now. And the thing that Pluto is asking of us ultimately for the rest of our lives, say for my life, if I'm going to live 20 years, uh, God forbid, nobody wants the idea is not to, I'm sorry, sticking to Pluto, going there for the next 20 or 15 years, I guess it's going to be. And what it does, it makes us, if it's going to be like this for the rest of our goddamn lives, where we cannot find each other, we cannot find a person for us. And that's not my last video, I hope you appreciate it. I'm going to start putting these videos up that I'm making in this shirt and this particular hairstyle, and a lot of us, our block, because they've reversed things, our blessings have been blocked. If you're not careful, your blessings can be blocked by the interdimensional fucking creatures that show up in 3D here, calling themselves human beings and running a gamut, man. It's so ugly and putrid. My birthday is coming September, and I'm having to deal with some pretty gnarly decision making in my life. I don't want to talk about it here. I wish I could get help financially with the stupid PayPal and Vimeo. It's a matter of just a few $100s a month that I'm looking at, here I am again. I hate this fucking place that I ended up right here because I don't have any real support system at all. And see, I don't have any real people in my life. Otherwise, they wouldn't let this happen, right? I mean, and see, this is the thing about the narcissists, that they're never, they're never going to make you feel worth a damned. Not the human side. It's a delicacy of your life force energy, your creative life. It's much more than money making and being a materialist and striving to hit a status that says, I am a, and or, some people are accidentally sitting on assets and are doing things in their lives. It's like, you know what? Watch out, because there are fucking other people that are jealous of us. And right now, I don't expect a single one to say, oh my God, Shauna, what's your, yeah, this is how you do it. Put your Patreon like this on your description box, and we want to know everyone, because not that you have money, no. I don't know anybody that really has money. I don't know anybody that makes it, unless you want to talk about making it. Do you have a machine, the mint machine, with a certain ink and a certain paper? It's not paper, it's better than my jeans. It lasts better than fucking jeans inside of a goddamn washer. It can go through more washes. You don't make money. You're a slave. When are we going to get out of it? How do we? How do we find a cure or be the cure before we get totally fucking sick? Jesus Christ was one who was perfectly fine, I'm pretty sure. And that person made a sacrifice that says, and you do not forget this. Part of the story goes like this: you do not send or pass judgment on a single one. And when they talk about judges, Huns, we're talking about when they go into court and there's a judge there. Otherwise, you have your own discernment. Babes, I need $100. And how do I get it? I can't go out right now and just and conjure up something for myself. I know what it is to put an application in and cross your fingers and hope that they hire you. I know what it is now, the past 3 years or so, where it has very much become cliquish and family. I know what it is, babes, where I live. is the world condensed. And what I'm talking about is like, if it's anything like that in the world, it has made its way up here and it is hiding out and masked and saying, no, it's not even a community. It's not a community. It's the world condensed. And when I'm saying this now, we have a lot of granite around us. And the satellites and shit, the wind towers that have gone in, and the satellites really is what I worry about. Just pinging this fucking radiation all around us, man. Just pinging it all around. People don't know that. People don't know that they're at a level of misery that they don't even. People don't know that they are there. I don't know what the fuck people are thinking, babe. Around where I'm at, because I say it's the world condensed, and when I say it's the world condensed, I say your fucking word. You have people that are cuckoo because they're doing abracadabra. They're the ones who watch TV, and they have gone into that education system. There's a narcissist standing at the podium saying we're all under the impression that you can say, and we need to be told something, huh? About our lives and how we will do it and how things will be, right? When do we get away from that dictator? And when do we hear the guru from somebody who says, no, this is what you already know. You've just been sucked into the system. And the idea, really, it's the idea up close and afar is to get the mind of a child, get back to your child self, man. Try to have a good time here. Life is way too fucking short. And it's looking like that, if I allow it to, if I really allow and stop hanging on, stop caring so much for others, which is very little, to tell you the truth. It's been reduced down to very little. And it might be it's just really, it would help if people communicated right and say, well, we're not going to go anywhere. And even if I do uproot, this is one of the videos that I'm going to be making is just that, I am not falling off the face of the earth. I'm not running away from anybody. I want to see what else is out there. I don't want to be locked. See, the home ownership and even landowning, isn't that some kind of living dead thing that you got caught in, right? I mean, how much of it can we see that it's like that, and how much can we get the fuck out of it, or what are we supposed to do here? Do we write a book? Can I make at least $400 a month? And just see, I'm ready to do that for at least, I would love to be able to do that for at least another 6 months or 12. It doesn't take that much for me to live. Can you believe that? And I, I don't know. It's like you would think that, that somehow you can share it and make it benefit somebody else, but don't you want it to benefit you too? Or really, where's the benefit of having somebody in your life if it devalues you and it becomes just weight that they're just bouncing on you because they can't respect your life, and I would love to share with people, especially if I knew that it would make me $45 a month to a new. Wait a minute. I have to learn to be nice. I don't like what money is produced with anybody. I hate sounding like somebody. Isn't it going to be disappointing when I start talking money and taking up like, and I don't even know how that's going to happen or if. See, I'm the kind of person that's just going to do it completely different and unique, and I don't need to think that it's going to do me anything at all because you know what? I think that every bit of my ancestry is just something that I have to learn right now. See, and unfortunately, I'm around other people who do not agree on anything that I decide for myself. Nothing! Because why? It doesn't include them plugging into my fucking life force energy and having anything to do with them. And it's like, it has everything to do with everybody, babe. We are all connected here, and this is the thing, is I'm pretty sure that this is what's going to happen for me if I play my cards right and I don't get hijacked, which I'm already being hijacked to the fucking most fucking fucked up degree. I tried to express it on my last video that I'm putting in with this particular hair and this shirt. It's an interesting shirt, isn't it? I'd love to remove the hair out of the way and show you the shirt. It's a whatever. I have PayPal. I'm sorry that I sound so weird. Yeah, I know. I've watch out who you let influence you. You know, um, the thing is, see, I would love to tell you my story about my so-called community. I don't blame it on any one person that I ended up completely isolated and feeling like completely isolated. Just really, I'm not stupid, babes. I'm being watched here. I don't mean it in a negative way. I've already been in fucking elementary and in fucking middle school, okay? And that's exactly the feel here. When I say it's the world in condensed, yes, it's your fucking grade school fucking graduates playing their stupid fucking games. And I've never been into it. I didn't just say that I wasn't somebody who wasn't capable of influencing people around me and that I couldn't play in the reindeer game and have fun and just be there and notice that, I don't know, you get a bag of candy bars, which every once in a while I would do that because I don't know, I would just end up with, I would work and get money, and then I'd end up with a bunch of candy bars. What's the purpose of that? Well, I mean, how do you not do this? How do you make just good old friends that don't want to use you for what you can give them? See, in the past, it might have been just candy bars, but now, for us chosen ones, it's our very life force energy. See, the thing about us chosen ones, if in fact we are chosen, God gave us a little bit much. We are like, oh, yeah, and everybody's like, oh, I would love to take that from you. I would let me take it. Let me show you what to do with it. And it's like, you know what? Fuck you! I am protected big time. Just trying to fucking raise $300 to $400. That's all. I would love to um, make it different to where I didn't have this shitty vibration. I have been influenced by people that don't have creative lives. And so this means that they don't know the joy of working a higher learning tool if it was really just that they got it from the inside out. They started learning something so profound. That's what some of us are doing here that aren't narcissists, who aren't falling on the backdrop system, who says they become a war machine. They become another brick in the wall. They become not only somebody who builds a wall up and then you have to tear them down, you have to keep trying to tear down that wall. In the meantime, they're trying to tear you down and they're using every bit of their fucking resources to do it, aren't they? Come on, hit like and subscribe. Send me some fucking cash. If you can afford it. I don't know how to set any of it up. I would love to be more beautiful for you all too, but I'm heading towards 50, and of course we need love in our life, and we would love to be fed better and better taken care of and not manipulated and not fucking strung out and not emotionally abused and not all the stuff that the system is doing readily to people, or else you can't have a dime. That's your grade school fucking method over there. There's a bunch of fucking babysat people who lost their fucking lives. Yes! Because if they had a decent home life? Babes, your school isn't interesting. What's happening in your backyard is more interesting. And I didn't just say that you're running amok. No, you're a little genius, man, and your parents know better. They shelter you. If anything, they tell you, we had to go through school too. Just do the best, do the best you can, so you don't get us in trouble." But what now? It just trips me out that you have just. It's so like this that people are saying, "No, we'll do the schooling." That fucking narcissists are so fucking stupid. When do you think that we'll be able to fucking protect ourselves righteously from that shit? That is full of shit. When do you think it's going to happen that we can righteously just start protecting each other? How do we do it? Do you think we could do it by helping each other with our monies? I try to make a video about what I feel is in store for me, and I shouldn't tell people, but I would love to include people who are involved with the positivity, the thing that I know that can happen. That I know that the universe says no, no, no. The universe is going like this and saying no. You need to get rid of all of that toxic shit that's going on in your life, Shauna, and it includes the people. See, this is a new stupid thing that I learned, but it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't happen. See, I've become isolated, and I've become meditative. I've become something that is like, yeah, I would love a social life, but my social life really, because I have Venus in the sixth house of Virgo, call it a hard place, especially where I'm at. It's very much connected. No, where I'm at, it is, it's like I have two lives. No, my main life, the real life that I live, is where where I'm hooking up myself, providing a service. If it's just me showing up and hitting the clock and saying, "What do you need? How do you do this?" And then I work. And there's a transaction. Those people I work with are my friends. I would love to share with you my autobiography of somebody named Isabel. Listen to that word too, Isabel. Isabel, baby. See, I love that name. Just about ready to cry because that person, she was ended up being somebody I worked for. Um, see, my situation is so unique. I would love to share it with people. Only the people who 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 appreciate what I've done in the past here, because I don't know if I can deliver the same kind of thing. I'm going through, I'm just rolling through my life. There is a winter time that I'm having to come up with, you guys, and I'm doing good with my wood. Um, but see, I'm broke down. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have been broken down. If you look at my videos, I try to make it a good thing too, as an Aries rising, as somebody who surrenders to love, and it is a good thing. It's a good thing. See, the thing that's left when you're broken down is just love, right? It's just like, how are you gonna break down what's more real than bullshit? All that's gonna happen is that I get up and I just start being more clear, and love needs to be heard. I need to be heard. I'm too alone here, and I said something in my last videos about people who get married. I'm talking about my experience personally, and I would love for it to share with you what I was about to say about my background, see, about my parents, and just what I see in general, babes. And I'm sorry, but you cannot convince me that what I witnessed in my life of married people, that they were Safe for the kids, man. No. Those people are miserable, man. There's got to be another way to raise. If you're doing that just to raise kids, now the thing is, some people aren't. No, some people aren't. And do I have to fucking explain to you, babe, what I have been exposed to? Right, left, ahead, and then back of me. What I have been exposed to of that fucking system. That, you know what? If I can articulate it to you, you wouldn't believe it because, I can't, it would, I would tell you right now, I'll tell you, I'll say, no, it's in case that you don't know what love is. You don't know what a good, sound relationship really is. But it's more than that. It's like this. You people are fooling yourself about something. Now, whether it's just because you see a good deal coming, now I'm getting hotter. Now, both of you think that you're going to just because you get a better deal at Disneyland or fucking at Denny's because you get to say, oh, because we're married, you get a discount? Maybe. Who's good enough to work with each other like that, though? My fucking experiences is that, man, I don't know. It's across the board. People are lying to themselves, but guess what? Somebody gets fucking cleaned out, man. Somebody gets taken to the cleaners. Who? That is a goddamned war machine. If anything, it's a war against whatever you developed as a humane memory of God. Just sucked out and fucking shat down by fucking Satanism. And whatever happens to that doesn't get a human soul. What happens? Where does it go? What happens? Who makes an escape here? I hate to tell you, but I bet you anything. Jesus did. Knew just how to fucking do the right fucking thing. You know what? Yes, you make that kind of sacrifice. It's a red flag. It's a real red flag.